And we're back for another pro-con. Well, Brett, I know you're ready. Get the claws are out. Let's hear it.
Well, I'll tell you what. While she has a lot of great things that she wants to do, and she's working to implement them, and you have to applaud that. You will notice that one of the big motivators that she has is she's making money. She's making money or saving money, and I understand that that's all in the end what drives us to do what we do. But the point that she's making across the board, she has businesses that she is running that she is profiting from under the guise of sustainability.
Whoa, okay, not under the guise. I was going to say for starters, wow. Just because we're hippies does mean we can't make any money?
Point taken.
All right.
Point taken. I understand that.
I mean, the other thing is, you're right. I mean, there are a lot of people who are jumping on that bandwagon of like, okay, how do we make this green? However, I feel like, when we're listening to her, this is something she was doing from high school as a movement that she figured out how to turn into a business, turned her passion into a business. But I get it. I mean, you're right. I mean, a lot of what she's doing is, how do I turn this into dollars? But at the end of the day, the message is still good.
The message is still good, and I understand that. I mean, that needs to be something that people across the board embrace. I mean, a grassroots movement is the best way to do it. If everybody, and the one motivating factor that everybody can have is if they can save money doing something, then they're probably going to do it.
Good point.
It's the next point where they are across the board why everybody is doing it and the motivating factor behind it. There's some moral statement about I'm here, I'm saving the earth.
Okay.
Look at me, everybody.
Okay.
Meanwhile, it's the pocket.
Okay.
Dee Dee, why are you here at Bioneers? What makes this attractive to you?
I started coming to Bioneers because it seemed like a group that was interested in a lot of the same things I was. Sustainability, working to preserve resources for the earth, trying to sustainable energy, that whole field is something that I've been involved in for a long time and interested in.
So what do you do with Bioneers? How do you volunteer or how do you participate?
I got involved last year helping to do media. We did some little documentation of it, like you're doing now. Trying to get people's stories on why they were going to Bioneers, get pictures and stuff. This year I was a little more involved, even working with our Thursday, which was the Sustainability Scholars Day, which was a program that the STEM schools in Cleveland had started, and some of the Bioneers had gone there last year, and we decided to combine, and so they were sort of our first day. And we found professionals who had been involved with the Bioneers to mentor the students. So students did talks on recycling, alternative energies, composting, other things like that, and the mentors met with them, answered their questions, helped guide them a little bit, and then they were there when the students spoke to support them.
Dee Dee, what is so important or sustainable about these things here?
What we did was we worked with Cleveland State University. We have to use their food services, and so we were not allowed to go out and find somebody who was doing local food. So we worked with them to get local foods. So many of the items here are local food. We also worked to get the compostable flatware and compostable plates. They're not there anymore. And then we have a bin here which says compost, no meat. And somebody even put a little visual there so people could see what went in there. And we asked people to bring their own cups. They're having tea and coffee all day, or their water, or whatever. And that helps to, walk the walk. Just the whole philosophy of Bioneers. I mean, everything we do, we try and live that. We go to meetings, a bunch of us carpool, or we actually have a number of people who took the rapid or the buses down here. We have several who don't own cars and will not use cars if they can avoid it. And many of us do walk and ride our bicycles when we can. When we have meetings, a lot of times you have a meeting, people will use paper goods, and we really don't. I've actually been known to carry my picnic basket with me to a block party or any other thing where they're going to use paper goods and I can't get them not to. I won't. My family will bring our things. So basically these people are living whatever ways to conserve resources. We chose vendors who are along with our principles. We have a woman here. This is not just about saving things, but it's also about spirituality and connection to the earth. So we have a jeweler here who works with stones that are supposed to be, refreshing and have healing powers. We have people with clothing that's made from cotton. We actually had the bookstore we brought in is a used bookstore. They did bring some new books, but they brought books about all the different topics we're doing here. We have an organic fertilizer company and Green Planet, and they have things, green cleaners, and also environmental goods, goods made from sustainable goods.
Sustainability is such a big concept, but it is about connections, it's about thinking for the future, it's about believing that we can have a better world and then doing something to make it that way.
Sustainability means restoring or leaving things with people, with nature, the way things have been, and not let it alter in a way that is parasitic and depleting.
Sustainability, I guess I live in a pretty sustainable way. I have like the smallest eco footprint that I can think of in anybody that lives in Cleveland. I don't drive, I ride my bike everywhere, and sometimes take the bus, but only in the most dire of situations. And I'm vegan and try to eat as much local produce as possible. I actually missed the Shaker Square Farmers Market this morning, and I kind of hurt because that's where I get most of my produce. But just living in ways that are really low impact. Again, just literally leaving no trace of where you've been. Bikes don't leave very big tread marks. So again, like, if you're gonna try to spearhead a huge project and save the world, it's not very easy as one person, but tiny little movements like changing what you eat, how you eat, even one day a week, or taking the bus, riding your bike one day a week makes a huge difference overall when you add it all up. So my definition of sustainability is kind of a personal one, but again, when you add it all up, it amounts to a lot.
Sustainability is Cleveland's future. For Cleveland to have a sustainable future, Cleveland must become a greener community, must be a community that bases economic development on sustainability, and must find a way to use our increasing supply of vacant land in a sustainable way.
We're back for another pro-con. Okay, Brett, now the thing I liked about the event was they actually, in this segment, we saw that they actually thought ahead. And one thing I noticed when we got there was no bottled water. And anytime I go to a conference or anything like that, there's like this table full of plastic bottles. Everybody had to bring their own. If they wanted water, they had to bring their own bottle. So that, reusable, recyclable bottle. And I thought, well, that's putting their money where their mouth is. And everything there was either compostable or recyclable. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, and there's a lot to be said for the new products that are coming out that help support the environment. I think there's a point where reality sets in. We've come a long way, mankind.
Yes.
We can put water into a bottle. We can have cans of anything. I mean, at some point, there's a point of showing everybody what you can and can't do. And this conference is the perfect setting for that. Are you going to do that at a conference of business suit tailors or rubber manufacturers? Or
that would be a challenge. I mean,
that would be
they're going to show
huge challenge.
I want water.
Right.
And they're going to think, well, that's not sanitary.
This might be the only conference that you could do this at.
That's probably true. Now, the issue would be kind of just creating an awareness. I mean, if everybody who went there, who came to the conference, I guess it goes back to that other topic. If they weren't all preaching to the choir, if you were able to bring people in who were from the tailors or the rubber manufacturers to visit the conference and show them oh, this is a pretty cool idea. We could implement this at our next meetings.
This is Barry Benjamin. Thanks for watching. See you next time on Sustainable Life.